Good morning, Daniel. Haven't really seen anything crazy on today. All I saw pop up was this AXSM, but the news is so weak on that one. Like, it just doesn't interest me at all. Let me read that news real quick. Awesome's AXS 05 journey may be nearing the finish line. Awesome Therapeutics shares trading higher after company announced it received a proposed no. Received and agreed to post-marketing requirements slash commitments proposed by the FDA with respect to the NDA for its AXS. So I don't know about that one. It's a little bit of weak news to me. I have to see what are they trying to solve would be my question. Yeah, they had earnings last month, but no real standout news there. Does have a quite big range though. Took this initial move from the 35 up to the 45, came down 40 up to 45, but this is pre-market move, so it may close down that range on the open. Anyway, I'll be watching and waiting for something better to pop up here. We also have ACC that popped up there in the mid floats. American Campus Communities confirms deal to be acquired by Blackstone for 12.8 billion. So it's just getting bought by Blackstone. And it looks like on this 4-hour chart, looks like that acquisition has already gone into effect up here at 64. So why buy now at the top? SHEL. These are the higher floats. Not really seeing anything over here, and the volume's definitely kind of dead back here as well. Not even a million on any of those shares traded. Yeah. SST for some reason. Good morning, One Life. SST took quite a dip yesterday. It was up here at the 20s, fell all the way to the 14s. They did have their shelf registration. Yep. That's what it was. But AXSM has been coming down, came up here to $100, back down to the 30s, and it's opening up around the 40 level. But the news just isn't good enough for me. Not good enough at all. Unless there's some news I'm missing on AXSM. Oh yeah, I did end up getting some uranium stock, a little bit of uranium, in Uroy, UROY. Just holding it. My overall investment is small. If I want to add to it, I add to it. It's really kind of cheap right now, but I did like the setup on it, so went ahead and took it. But just gonna let that play. Oil itself came down yesterday. I think it came down to the 104s. It's at the 104s now. Had a beautiful breakout and now coming back down from the 109s. So we see a gap down in INDO. Twitter, what was the news I saw on Twitter? There's been some very mixed sentiment in Twitter. Elon going to war with all these other companies, and they're saying he's gonna be bad for the company, blah blah blah. He said he can save them $3 million a year. A lot of indecision there. One Life, what we looking at today? We're looking at BTU. We're looking at Rivian. What we looking at? Y'all been shorting Rivian or what? Rivian's just been getting bad news, bad news, bad news bears. Then DWAC is always one that when Twitter's not acting right, DWAC will sometimes act up. BTU took a little bit of a gap down as well. All of the energy stocks probably took a little bit of a hit. What is the SPY doing? 437. So it checked up to that 460 twice now. There's a nice bit of resistance up there. Not just blowing through it anymore like it did up here. So, well, does it want to triple top or does it want to come on and start testing back down once again? Let's see, crude oil, natural gas prices fall from 14-year high. Let's go look at natural gas. It's an NG. Yeah, natural gas is coming down a little bit. It has been on a rip though. Nice little run up. This is the daily chart here. Good morning, GD. Yeah, natural gas ripped from this $3 up to $7 and is finally showing a little bit of comeback down. I jumped in uranium. I'm gonna be holding those shares for a while. If I can get some lower prices, I will. My average price is like 416 or something like that, 418 on Uroi. Looking for uranium to definitely get some more play. It's been a lot of uranium news in the just out in the public, in Iraq, in the US, in Canada, and of course Russia, talking about the nukes. So I was like, and in the US they're trying to convert our coal mines into small nuclear plants. So That's what kind of interests me in the uranium. So I just took a small position just to hold. I know I usually don't hold, but yeah, I'm gonna play on my idea to see where it wants to go. One life, no trades for you yesterday. It might be another day of no trades if nothing acts right. Because I haven't seen any kind of news on anything that looks worth trading. For some reason, 25. Let's see, what's the bottom of this? The bottom of this is the 40. The 40, which I believe is going to become some serious resistance later on in the day. What is the news on the SPY today? USA building permits for March. Pull this up over here. Let's see. Housing starts for March 1.793 million versus the 1.75 estimate prior revised from these numbers. U.S. housing starts, blah, blah, blah. Bullard says he won't rule out the 75 BP increase. U.S. equity futures fall, European markets lower. Ukraine President Zelensky said Russia launched Battle of Donbass on Ukraine's eastern front. Blockchain.com is considering an IPO as early as this year from Bloomberg. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Lauren. Let's see. St. Louis Fed President Bullard says Fed can bring inflation under control without going into a recession. That was on yesterday. Says still expects U.S. unemployment rate to move below 3% in 2022. Okay, mask mandate for planes and trains overturned by Florida judge. Okay. Ukraine's armed forces command says it signs that Russia is beginning its new offensive on the eastern front. Okay, so that's all from yesterday. Let's jump out here to more recent news. Okay, stock market news, live update. Stock futures flat as investors brace for flurry of earnings reports. That's another thing I haven't looked at. What's in the earnings report? Let's go to where was I looking? Earnings right here. Johnson & Johnson has earnings some point this month. Netflix has earnings coming out. Those are just two big names that I see right off the top. IBM. Let's see. Any other bigger names that we can recognize? Yeah, it looks like they have the top ones up top, I guess. What about the IPOs? Litis Technologies Holdings, and then JE Clean Tech Holdings. Going to be opening up in a couple of days. Not too interested in those. Good morning, SB. Let's see. Let's go look at Johnson & Johnson and Netflix. Johnson & Johnson has been going up for a while. They're about to get their earnings. Looking at this, wow. This thing kind of yanked down a bit there. Down to the 170s and then popped all the way back up on Johnson & Johnson. So this is our yearly chart. Every candle here is a year. So it's just been going straight up. Monthly chart, weekly chart, daily chart. And the other one is Netflix. Whew, Netflix coming on down. 327. They literally have their earnings coming out. Supposed to be tomorrow. Had a kind of a bad year this year. Falling from 600 all the way down to 300. Losing $300 of value on their ticker. That's crazy, man. Let me see. What else can we dip our fingers into today? Good morning, Donnell. Actionable trades, popular, bipartisans, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Benzinga. Let's look through. Sus Global. That is a great company name right there. Sus Global. Says it converts waste to fertilizer to help make the planet greener. Okay. Can't join them, beat them. Orbital Energy Group may be among the power companies pushing for the creation of new infrastructure. It's just a lot of nothing that's gonna affect today, really. Orange is sus. Uber withdraws mask mandates. Everybody's getting rid of the mask. You lying. This is benzinga.com that I'm looking at right here. So if you see something that may interest you, you can go and look into it. Or you can just drop it in the comments and I'll scroll back up and drop the link in the chat. But right now, I do not see anything that I am in love with. ATER is getting a little bit of buzz over here on my scanners. So let's get ATR. It's only up 3%. Of course, it's been running for a while. Running into this 200 moving average, or it's over it now. It tested it 1, 2, and now it's over it. And it says it's at the 680, so it's just a little bit above this 200 moving average here on ATER. But these are the two that are up right now, AXSM and ATER. And we shall watch them both. We got about 9 minutes to the bell. Did ATER get more news or something? Nope, no news. Oh, this is Wall Street Bets. That's what this is, a Wall Street Bets push. They appointed a new chief operating officer, and then Wall Street Bets took off with it. So we'll see which one of these holds up. I had DWAC and all these up here, but I don't even know if I want to watch DWAC. I don't even know if I want to waste my time with that. Rivian, nope. BTU, all of those kind of gap down today. Energy stocks, INDO as well. Took a little gap down, looking like it wants to push on through. Because oil is coming on down. So we'll just keep these ones on watch, just to not blur my vision. SB called out CMPI. Let's go look at that. CMPI. Woo! That thing's up 300-something%. Is that an acquisition? Bro, that's a scary one right there. Let's go over here and look at the higher time frames real quick. CMPI. All right, this is the yearly chart. Every year, it's had a pretty rough go at it. So definitely getting splashed every year. And then on the monthly chart, we can see it kind of came to a little bottom around the $2 level, but still, yeah, that's crazy. So let's see what kind of news is on this thing. CMPI, let's see. Wall Street and holding pattern pre-bail, 10-year yields tops. Checkmate Pharmaceuticals. Shares take flight on Regeneron deal. I think that Regeneron is RG. I forgot what Regeneron, whatever their ticker is, but they got a little deal. It almost looked like an acquisition. Oh wait, this is it. Daily Biotech Regeneron acquires Checkmate for, yeah, that's an acquisition. I don't really mess with those. Even if it's up 300%, I mean, it's it's not something you want to play with. You could save your money, but if you have a plan to trade it or you're looking for a long-term investment, I mean, I think you kind of missed the boat there down at $2, but you know, at this point, it's going to have to form bottoms, it's going to have to form tops, and you don't want to be in a hurricane. Plus, look at the volume right now. It's just barely doing anything. So, okay. So, but we'll keep our eyes on Adder. Don't really know what it wants to do. It has been going up for quite a while. I don't know when it's going to want to try to come back down. Doesn't have a huge range up here either. This movement has been from the 525-ish level up to about the 675 level. So questionable. Got about 4 minutes to the bell. Top watches are Adder, AXSM. I literally have Twitter up here just to see if any craziness pops off because I'm really kind of scared of Twitter, man. Twitter's they keep coming out with good news, then bad, then more bad, then a little good, then more big bad. Yep, one life. Yep, that's what they usually do. Go sideways the whole day. Cause I mean, they literally have no reference points up there. They have to create those reference points. Ugh. Ooh, ooh, crude oil coming on down. Broke down into the 103s. Right now it's at 103.90. Yesterday it was at 109. That is a $6 drop on oil. The SPY also bottling up side well, it's actually kind of looking more sideways than anything on the SPY. It's gonna have to choose a direction here soon though. Tested this 460 level multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4 tests up at the 460, and now getting a little bit of curvature downward again. Well, yeah, one life. That's one reference. One reference is the buyout price. Adder coming on down. I don't know if Adder is going to be something that's playable today. All right, we got 1 minute to the open. I'm gonna watch this one first because it has such a large range on AXSM. Has a low here of the 35, which is $10 away. What is the chances of it popping all the way back down there? Even on weak news. They had just FDA an FDA agreement on what they should do in their medical practice or towards their what do you call it, medication. All right, here we go. Adder opening up. I think that one's gonna get real heavy there. This one though has a bottom here of the 39, right at the $40 level. Let it make a high of day and see how that range looks. Does it want to dive here? Bottom is the $40. Adder getting on up there to $7. Okay, there it goes under the 40. Okay. A lot of volume coming in. Can it go ahead and break this low, or does it want to play here? Low of the 39.24. Getting down to that level. I like it. 40 bucks. I like it. I'm gonna give it the first 5 minutes to play though. Adder, looks like you came down pretty quickly. Threw a wick up there to the $7. Came on back. Okay. All right, so this one is continuing to hold around that 40. Has about 4 minutes left on this candle. Looking for it to this level right here was what I thought was going to become resistance, this 39.25. So let me draw more support here. A lot of volume on this first candle for this move, but looks like it's trying to hold up. $40 as a potential risk. Do I want to play it at 40? Should I let this candle play out? Probably so. I'm gonna let it play out. Still got 3 minutes on this first 5 minutes. If it goes, it just goes without me. But if it can hold up that 40 though, if it can hold up that 40, we may play with it. All right, so add her back up to 7. Got up to the 706. Making a high of day up there. Continuing to push out just a little bit. Yeah, boy. So this one going on down and breaking. Break this 3906 real quick. That's what I want to see. Oh, I need to put all these on here. Forgot AXSM. Twitter's already up there. What was the other one? Adder. Okay. So we're watching. We're watching and we're waiting. AXSM continuing to hold around this $40. Slipping away, slipping away. Okay. Opening up that candle there. And as of this point, looking at the first 5 minutes, we can see it made a high of day here at the 41.52. 41.52, which is quite a bit of work from where it is now. $41.60. Okay. Breaking on down out of that level. SPY is up to 438. ATER continuing to try to hold that 7. Has a nice high of day up here at the 711s. Getting a little push down there. Support is down here at the 660s. We're just going to pull back. Okay. This one back here, showing a little bottom here. I'm gonna let this candle close up. 39.67. Holding this little area here. We got 3 minutes left on this candle. Do you want to get back up? Can you hold this bottom here of the $39 really? VIX acting crazy. Let's see. VIX is doing some. AXSM is taking souls. Nah, man. Nah, only if you bought at the wrong spot, which could have been anywhere at this point. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, that thing's not looking great for anybody long in that one. ATR still struggling with that $7. Looking a little spooky up here. Looks like it's giving shorts plenty of time to enter up here at the 7. All right. Can it get any momentum, more momentum downward? That 9 EMA is at the 37.52 on the hour chart. And then over here, it's at the 37.16 on the 4-hour chart. Not looking great. ATR pulling back as well off that 7. Harsh pullback there. Like I said, it had been running up for a couple of days, so it just seems like this should be a time that shorts would take advantage of it. Twitter also bombing out. Let's see what your boy CMPI end up doing. Barely getting any trading. What's this volume? Volume is like 100,000. No good. What is Veru down here doing? VERU back up to $12. Threw a little wick. Had a nice little dip. Let's look at Veru on the 4-hour. Questionable play right there. 3 million shares traded on it. Definitely in somewhat of a dip. Did any more news come out on Veru? Is the question. Nope. Option alerts. May 20 $10 calls. Not looking particularly great. Let me check what my Uroi is out here doing. I'm only down, what, 10 cents on this thing? Whatever. Bought it on this little uptrend right in here in this consolidation. Just letting it roll with some uranium. Came down here and hit the low of a 404. I'll continue watching it. What about Hussa? Hussa not looking great. Okay. So at this point, we just got to see a lot of bottoming out on all of these. This one has a previous close of, Veru has a previous close of 1189. Support. Then it has another close back here at the $10, 1014. So a little bit of an area back here for it to drop into a whole $2 range right there. ATER getting back up. One Life says the SPY testing previous high of day. Let's see. Where's SPY? Boy, that thing got up there quick. It was like literally just at 437. Boy. Yeah, that might get very, very spicy here in a minute. Veru coming on down to that range that I was talking about earlier. Probably need to put that on the higher time frame for these ranges of support. Draw support right under here. Yeah, okay. Twitter trying to come back up green on the day, but I do not like that setup at all. Is Twitter getting any kind of news? Daily Breathe starts Twitter at neutral with a 48 price target. Yeah, well, it's already been there. Well, some days are like this. You don't see anything with a good idea or with any kind of like strong momentum in a single direction. So, plus the SPY is acting really weird as well. Let me see what kind of news is dropping on the SPY. Biden has told Obama he is running again. What? What kind of news is this? Oh, he's running for president again. Okay, cool. Well, okay. U.S. building permits. I kind of expected that. Most presidents do nowadays. They want 2 terms because 1 term is not enough to erase trillions of dollars of debt. Even, well, 1 term isn't enough to even create or double trillions of dollars of debt because they've been spending money like I don't know what. SPY going on up to that 440. He's running a marathon. Oh man, oh man, that might be his last days running a marathon. Yeah, Veru coming on down to that previous close, so expecting that to come on down through that with that momentum that it has. AXSM has this bottom here of the 38. Still has not flipped around on the hour chart or the 4-hour chart. Big red on the 4-hour chart. High of day is this 41, so I'm wondering, can it get a push up to that high of day? But I need to see a better setup than this. High of day is 41.50. Because just even a small little rip would be what? Just a couple of bucks. But at this point, the shorts are having their way with it. Veru continuing to come down. ATER. So can we spot some trends? Because today may be just the trend line play day, where we have to find a high, set a trend. Oh wow, ATER is coming on down. This bottom is a 675. Plug in the buy level. Let's look at plug. Plug came down to this level, gapped up a little bit. Let me look at the I'm gonna get Twitter off of here. Twitter is off of my radar. Yep, 26. Yeah, plug does look like it's setting up for a buy, but I'm gonna be patient on that one. I don't know about that one just yet. What was the news on plug anyway? I know it's been ripping up. I saw it in the news at one point. Plug inks deal to fuel Walmart's fleet of material handling lift trucks. Okay. That's pretty nice. High of day on plug was a 27.31. Put that up here as resistance. 27.35. Where it gapped up from was a 25.95. I don't think it's gonna reach all the way down there, but that would be a level of support right there. Yeah. All right. So at this point, it'd be $1 risk down from here. Pulling on back up there, 26. Still gonna give it some time, buddy. Not trusting you just yet. AXSM coming on back up as well. And let me see, what's the bottom of this? 38. I may use that. Oh boy, that thing's getting on up there. Okay. Well, I did not see that thing pulling up like that. So I'll just give that some time to see what it wants to do under this high of day. See if it'll get stopped. Plug does have much better news though. Okay, so can we set up an identified trend here, a trend reversal? Came all the way down here to the 9 EMA on the hour chart and is almost back up to the 40s. So just give that some time as well. Let me look over here at the charts. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, plug back over here. Okay, plug getting a little bit of action here, but I still don't trust it. Bottom of this one, what is this? The 2650, where it looks to be trying to hold up. 2650. Yep, still don't trust that. VIX. Oh, we are up to the 40s now, which is okay. It made a little move, but I don't think it's going to get all the way up here to 41. If it does, that's just too bad. Let's see you come on back down, buddy. Don't you dare do it. Oh no. Don't you do it. Actually, you can do it. I don't care. Do what you're gonna do. I don't care. All right, Twitter. What was that one? Plug. Nice little bump out. Man, all of these things are doing these moves under the high of day. They're all getting a little blast off, and then we're gonna have to see which one is gonna be the one. What is a SPY doing as well? SPY back up to the 440s. Okay. So all that looks nice. Now we're seeing a better setup here on all of them as they get ready to pull back down. Show us their true colors. Coming up here, this top of the body of this candle is a 27.23. Should give us a little move down here. Okay, 41s are coming up kind of quick on both of these. Waiting for it to certify and retest, form a low above the low here. 38.18 is that high. On plug, what's your high? 26.50 is still that struggle point. So we're getting a high there below the high of day, so a lower high, which I'll put my trend here. On plug, looking for it to start respecting that trend just a little bit. And then on AXSM, same thing, same setup really on both of them. Are you going to invalidate my trend? You're gonna break my trend, man. Don't do it. Go back and retest what you got down there, buddy. So plug is looking like it wants to invalidate my trend. AXSM looks like it's respecting the trend there. Let's see if what plug wants to do here. Does it want to be strong and just go ahead and blow straight through it, or what? Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be strong. The top here is the 27.24. May throw a wick up here. Let's throw some resistance at that level. 27.25-ish area. Can you get knocked down just a little bit and consolidate here? It's got 30 seconds left on this candle. Yeah, it's gonna be strong. Yep. Go ahead and do your thing, man. Go ahead and do your thing. Good call, Daniel B. Perfect play. Let's see which does the high of day become resistance, or does the body of this candle become resistance? 27.35 and then 27.25. Or does it just stop at the trend right there? Start pulling back, which could work as well. So now at least we have a little bit of support that we found down here at the 26.50. 26.50 there. I just really think plug has a better reason to go up than AXSM. But AXSM is disrespecting the trend right now. Violating the trend. Look at it. It's touching. Ugh. It's so nasty. Let's see if it rejects there on that high. The high is the 40.95. Need to see that rejection. Oh, wow. Plug pulled all the way back up here. So that looks delicious. I'll look for consolidation on that one. I don't trust this one for a scalp or anything. I don't like the way it's moving. Yes, both of them giving up at that trend there. The bottom here is the 26.95. if it can push back to that and consolidate at this level, there'll be a 40-cent risk off of the 2650. Continues to hold right there at the level though. Indecision to the top side of this candle. Looking like some strength coming in there. But the buying volume isn't just jumping yet. Let's see if it can jump here. The last bar was 1 million shares. This one is 500,000. Can it get that lunch out? That super dangerous lunch out there? Nope. So respecting that trend, I like it. I like it showing respect like that. So maybe we'll be able to play the other setup that I use for the trend lines. We'll see. AXSM definitely came off of that trend line heavy. So we got our trends here that we can now see during intraday. Right across there. And we'll give these time to set up a little bit better. Okay, plug continues to hold up here. It's got to get going. It's got to go. The short's got to get scared here. There's no way it should be holding up this long. 27.19 up here. I mean, it's just literally holding right there at the trend. Let me see if anything new is popping up. SB called out TL or TB. Oh wow, y'all got a couple out here called out. Hold up. Oh boy. Okay, let me get these typed up real quick. Looking like plug's gonna be coming down anyway. So let's see. PMCB. ATER. PTPI. I'm gonna look through all these. Give me a second. And TBLT. Any other ones? Okay. Wait, no, that's wrong. Where is it? Veru plug. No, PMCB. PMCB. I don't know why PMCB. Oh, I guess because it got that big pop right there. Yep, nah. That's not what we're looking for. PMCB. Let's see. TPI. What is TPI? Somebody put in there TPI? No, PTP. Okay, I typed that wrong. PTP. Okay, PTI. Oh my gosh, who put a 30-cent stock in here? Who did that? Who put a 30-cent stock in here? Y'all trolls. Y'all are trolling. All right, plug coming on back down, respecting that trend nicely. So we're gonna see the test of this 2650 and wait for it to come on back up. AX, both of them doing the same thing, respecting the trend on plug and the other one. PTPI, let's look at the news on this one. PT. PTPI, Petros, all of these are pharmaceuticals. I think pharmaceuticals had their run like last week where they were really running. But this week it's a little bit more, One Life said relax. You said I'm a hater on PMCB, man. Did y'all see that? I just showed you, bruh. If I show y'all this daily chart, y'all gonna cry laughing. Y'all gonna be rolling. Let me show y'all this daily chart on PMCB. This is how you give away money right here. All right, so let's just look at this yearly chart. Had quite a bit of a rundown, or maybe some splits. Very strong. Now, if you're shorting this, the potential of money that you're gonna make is zero, but you can make $2 here if you short it down to zero. Daily chart came up here to the 250. Yeah, and that's not what and it's down 10% since the open. Oh no. I'm good. I'll save my little quarters that I use to trade. Plug back up to 27. Now, okay. Now this is looking better for a break of this trend. Still gonna give it a little bit more time though. The top side of this was the 27.15, 27.16-ish level. AXSM doing the same thing. I think they're gonna have to pull back more though, both of them. But this high 27.19. PMCB is a sell. Yeah, I'll be scared to sell that thing, man. You mess around, they just mess up your orders completely with it being like that. Oh boy. Okay, plug. See a plug. American Airlines, HAL, Carnival. I don't want any of that. I want nothing to do with none of that. Okay, so yeah, just be watching plug here. See if it can hold this 2650. Boy, both of these are looking heavy. Woo. Been a perfect place to switch your bias to go short though. 30 cents away from that 2650. And we're going to see if it can kind of just wedge out here and then retest the trend is what we want to see. Trend is at the 20, so a break of the 27 here later today. As long as it doesn't break all this down, which is the 2634 down here, low of day. So we'll call this just some imaginary support down here. We know this is like some real support at 2650, but if it blows through the real and the imaginary, it's over with. PI now taking souls. Okay. SPY testing the 442. Oh my good. What in the world is going on with the SPY? Why does it keep going up? I know some people getting their whole back blown out. Because it was literally flat. And then all of a sudden, it wanted to put its shoes on. And no more news has come out that I see right now. Just still that Biden Obama news. I think it's gonna be coming on down though later on the day. That's extremely dangerous though. All right, so coming on up. Needs to get back up here to the 2713. Will be the flat top here. More resistance, 2715. Draw resistance. Veru coming off the bottom there. Aiming to this dip. Try to avoid dropping through this 1150 level. It's not getting much volume either. Okay. Letting plug figure itself out real quick. Okay, AXSM. Another failure to even touch the trend. It's gonna have some work to do. All right. Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. You think we in a sales spot? I think 444 would be too much from where we started today. Okay. Still watching plug closely. What's the top? Yeah, the top level 442. It's already up here. It should be pulling back at any point because that's pretty much the level that's been tested multiple times, unless it's gonna break straight through there. AXSM pulling all the way back up there, getting shorted there right under the trend. So can it come down here and test this 38 level, 3804? There's a little bit of support. But it is forming a higher low though. Okay, plug. Opening. Can it hold up the body of this previous red candle? Body of this candle is the 2691. Definitely respecting that downtrend right now. Okay, back over here, AXSM not being able to break out either. Losing volume. It's pushing up though. The thing is, AXSM, the news is way worse than plug. I much rather trade plug. I don't like this medical news that it has. So we'll see if it can go sideways. And at this point, the retest spot is moving down, down, down. So hopefully it gives us a better price for a breakout later on today. Veru still playing around here. $12. Okay. ATER came back off the sevens as well. You have 300 shares in BTU. Oh, one life. You said, "Do I know who you quoted?" I could guess. I could guess. All right, plug holding up here again. $27 is what it needs to get over and start the hold. Boy, all right, that is quite a bit of a pull up there. I like that. Entered a little bit there, just giving it a play over 27. Threw a wick up there to the trend. I don't know if it's ready to go yet, but I do like this indecision. Can we test that trend again? Testing the trend, entering a little bit, giving it a little play here. Testing the trend again, entering some more at the trend. Looking for that 27.10 to pop in. Yep. Entering some more. Now let's see what you can do on this trend, big boy. Testing the trend again, entering a little bit more. Looking for that pop through. Okay. So it has a bottom down here, the 26.65. I like this little slow breakout here. Looking for it to get that push. Average price is 27.07. Using 27 as a as the spot as a support. Entering a little bit more right at this trend, looking for that push. Entering some more at the trend, looking for the continued push out here. Can you hold? See how much of a dip you'll give. Holding out of that trend just a little bit. See if we can give some more dip for another grab for some shares here under the 27. Can I get it? 10s holding. Giving it some time here. 10s continue to hold. Can we see the 11s? Okay, coming back down a little bit. Bottom here is a 26.64. Did give a little bit of a dip there. Can we see above the 10s again? Getting bought up there, adding right there, right above the trend, looking for it to take out some of these buyers up here towards the top. Low is the 26.64 will be my out right now. 64 for a stop out. Looking for it to push out these shorts. 26.50 is my out. So got my stop out right there. Looking for it to start blasting out, and can it test the highs up here? If it can test the highs, my stop will come to the 27. Let's see what it's got. Can we see that 27.25 pop up? Can we see the 27.20s at all? There we go, 27.25. So it's testing high of day right now. We need to see it hold this 27.30, 27.40 level. Can we see it? Okay, if it gets past the high of day, my out will be the $27, which will leave me with a 9-cent risk on these shares. Okay, so it touched the high. Don't want to see it fail from here. Let's do 26.99. 26.99 for a stop out. Should not be failing back into this. It should go ahead and get that momentum and start testing the highs. 9-cent risk on 10 shares isn't bad. Because I can always get back in. So it tested the highs, giving a little bit of a pullback. But as long as it stays out of this trend, we are golden. Yep, that's what I did not want to see, is it trying to reverse course too heavily. Let's look back up here at AXSM. Didn't like that one at first. Let's see. SPY. Twitter. This thing finally made it up to 7 and continues to struggle at that level. Veru. No good. Okay. Didn't get much hold up there over that high though. Maybe a little bit of a grinder, but if it can start holding that level, whatever the last low is below this level of the high of day, that's where I put my stop. So at this point, it just needs to push up a little bit and I'll move up to the 27.15. 27.15. Let's see it get that full break. Touched. 27.15. If it wants to dump from here, it's all good. I just get back in. 27.15 going in there. Do not need it failing here. Need to see those 30s get captured quickly. See that volume come in here over the 30s. Let's see. There's a 30. Somebody's coming in there. See the 31s. '30s. Can we see those 31s splash up there? Nope. Okay. I'll get back in if it fails. '35s breaking out there just a little bit. Small break right there. Either way it goes, it's going to be a green trade. It'll be a small one, almost break even, or it'll continue up. Just not wanting to continue there over that 30. All right, we'll continue looking around. Veru. Okay. This thing should not be coming back and showing me red here. Not at the high of day. Yep, okay. I'm gonna get stopped out here at the 27.15. Whatever. I'll take that. High of day became a problem for it. So 27.39 was the highest that it touched. And I'm gonna get stopped out right here coming up. Yep, stopped out right there. Don't like the way that it failed back into this range, so I'll give it some time under this high of day. Adder, I don't know what to think about Adder, man. It continues to play with people. It's playing around this 7 and allowing too many shorts a chance to enter here. It's being manipulated. Veru, on the other hand, though, came down into this little dip, but I don't know if I want to play with that one either. We'll see if this thing can hold this level here of the 27 is our test spot here, or will it just slip right on back through this 27? Yeah, I really don't like this range here. It can drop all the way back down here to what, the 26.75. Yeah, it's not what I'm looking for. Veru, man. It's looking dangerous out here in these streets. Little bottom of the 1174. Came down and tested this little range down here. All right, looks like we're back down to 27 getting tested. This is what I was cautious of, because it shouldn't be breaking. If it's truly breaking out of the trend, it should absolutely be ripping away from it. But here we are, hugging 27 again. like a bad relationship. You say you're gonna leave them, but never happens. SPY is going on up. It's at the 442.90-ish right now. Yeah, and that's crazy. Okay. So now it's gotta reprove itself. We got a high here with a new trend. Which trend does it want to hold up? AXSM tested the high, tested there. Okay, this is gonna be weak. It's gonna be weak. It's already tested this trend 3 times. It's getting stronger and stronger. So it's gonna be weak to the long side. Veru. What's that volume looking like? Volume. I want this thing to make a decision. What's the bottom of this candle? Bottom of this candle is the well, looks like it's about to make a decision. High of day is the 1251 on this one. Not super sure what it wants to do. Okay, so we are seeing a breakdown of the 27 here. Almost opened up right in the trend. 27.75 should be coming quickly. A little bit too tight of a range there for me. So I went ahead and hopped up out of there. ATER coming on down, looking really bearish now. SPY almost looks like it's at a top, but you never know with the SPY. Their area up here is the 443. Looks like it should be having a hard time at that 443, which it looks like it is. 443.03 was the high. Want to be? What are you talking about? Hold my position longer. What do you mean? If this thing was going to separate from the trend, that was the breakout. It tested. This is my setup. So tested here, 26.97. Came back, tested the trend one more time. Blew through the trend to the high of day, looking for it to take high of day and go higher. Did not happen. So if it doesn't follow my setup, should I still be holding? Should I though? Should I though? Yeah, Veru's looking much better than ATER, ATER. Seeing that 27 now, it's holding above this trend a little bit. I give it time. The top of this previous body of the candle is 27.25. Still not trustworthy. All right, got up there to the high of day on Veru almost. 1250 is the high of day. Let's see if we'll see big selling pressure on the break of 1250. Oh, let's see. So if it can hold out of this trend, then I'll give it another try. But as of now, I don't like it. Even if it goes, I don't like it. Just needs to hold this 27 now. Because this is a trap. Back up here, trying to get to the high of day again. High of day at the 2740. Getting back up to those 30s. Are we going to see any kind of short pressure here at all? There's a little bit right there at that flat top. So if it reforms the formation, I might be interested. It's the high of day, forming that new trend right there. And we'll see if it can continue to hold out of this old trend down here at the 27 and test this new trend. So if it can hold out of this, this is the other side. So this is the opposite side play. If it holds out of the trend and forms a new trend, can it break that new trend? If the original setup doesn't work out. Okay. That one's breaking down. Twitter. Veru. Pumping on out of there. 12, still under the 1250 though. Had a nice move up from the 1175-ish area up to the 1242. Anything new popping up? Exactly, One Life. If you don't know, you don't know. You don't, I haven't been observing Plug for, 20 years. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna give it a try, and I will definitely not get my whistle blown out here in these streets. All right, so Plug is attacking again that 2730 level. So this will be the high of day. This is the trend. Is it going to invalidate the trend? If it does, oh well, there's no trade for me. If it just blows up right here. Let me draw this a little bit better. So let's go ahead and if I can draw this right across there and see if it'll blow through that. And it invalidated this trend over here on the higher time frame. $27.40. Why trade huge size on something you haven't really just, been like, hey, let's do it. So a little bit of resistance here at the 27.50. Final target 33.59. Okay, so this is the second touch up here. Okay, if it makes another high of day, it's just gonna mess up. It's gonna mess me up. High of day right now is a 27.39. So again, this is breaching what I was looking to see here. $27.39, new high of day created. So now it needs to hold up both of these previous trends. 26 $27 and then this one. So high of day, test of high of day, and we'll see where it goes from here. Twitter, nothing. Spot, whoa, Spy up to 443. Spy not playing any games. Oh my goodness. So we thought it was going to find a little reversal point right at the 443, but it absolutely ran straight through it. AXSM going on down. We'll take that one off the watch. I don't like it anyway. The news. Adder, plug. Yeah, plug's definitely one of those slower movers. But even though it's moving slow, I wanted to follow my plan. $740 getting hit one more time. I'll draw my resistance up here at 740. It needs to hold both of these levels, 27.25 and the 27. So 50 cents where it needs to make some type of bottom in here. Or maybe it'll just continue to break. See if it breaks the 40 for a quick jab. So is this a double top finally? High of 27.40, holding it down there. Let's see if those buyers want to come in there at the 27.40. Taking a lot of time. Need to see those 40s come on here. There's 41.42. So there's a break. That is not the kind of break that I want to see there. No, that was what? 41 up to 44? 3-cent breakout? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I keep myself bubble wrapped. All right, Veru came down quite a bit. ATER almost back to the 650s, gave everything back there, was a big trap, heavily manipulated. SB called NAVB, had a pump. NAVB. Did you get in that? Did you get some of that? Oh my goodness. That thing, well, 20 cents. I mean, if you take 1,000 shares at $1, I don't know. I don't even know how you could have calculated that move. That's crazy. Daniel B said, remove my lines from my chart. Why are y'all getting irritated because I said y'all's little play isn't going to work out the way you thought it was? Why? It's not my fault I can do technical analysis. I'm sorry. I'm blessed. I'm sorry. Well, Daniel B, just get ready for your exit at 2650. I'll be looking for it to come on back down there to play around that level. What is it? It's almost 10 o'clock, 10 minutes till 10. See, the thing is, with this much volume, look at how the volume has decreased over time. Just decreased and decreased and decreased. And this thing is above these lines that you hate so much. It's above VWAP, which means it's running out of people that are willing to pay a higher price for it. Number one. Number two, it's literally taking all the time in the world up here at the highs for shorts to enter in. Well, if I'm a market maker looking across the market and I see a whole bunch of orders up here looking for a breakout, isn't there a place that I want to attack as a market maker? I think so. Like, market makers are real people. They just see all the orders. That's it. They have better, they see all orders. We just see, the retail orders. So, it's like, if it's going to come down, oh well. I wanted to follow my plan. I expect every stock that is going to rip to react like a penny stock. I don't care. I want to see at least a 20-30 cent rip. That thing went up 3 cents. And I was like, you told me a lot there. You told me a lot there, buddy. Volume, let's see. SB. Today seems like a bad day for trading. Yes, it does. One Life says technical analysis on an intraday chart. What a joke. Okay, okay. We'll see who's right. Volume is decreasing because people are holding the stock. Okay. Well, if people are holding the stock and your idea is right, congratulations on this win. Lando says, quick question. What is the difference between a wallet seed and a passphrase? So when you have a wallet that is going to, and I'm assuming you're talking about a crypto wallet, when you have a wallet that's going to be holding cryptos, they give you a string or a sentence of words that you need to remember. It is the only way that you can get into that wallet. If you lose the passphrase, the passphrase is almost just like a password. So you have a password and then you have an encryption or an encrypted key, which is that sentence or that string of words. So you need to make sure when you get that seed, take a picture, write it down, do all that. Do not lose that seed because, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, so passphrase is just a password. Seed is the actual key or the string of words. Anyway, let's see what hopefully that answered your question. One Life says, what does he say? Would Ford make 20 to 30 cents new high of day? One Life said, HH Trader is a scared trader. Ben has bigger kahunas than when holding stocks. I understand what you're saying. I understand that's everybody has their own opinion. I just know that I'm like, hey, I want to see my setup work in this stock. That's it. Now, your setup may work. You may not even be looking for a setup. You may be trading on the idea itself. But I'm going to see if it can hold these two trends here. If it starts breaking down the 26.90s, $27, oh well. But as of now, I don't see my play. So I have to stick to my rules. But yeah, Lando, hopefully I answered that question for you. Anything else here? still see that volume real low up here. So let's see if those sellers can start bumping in there and get us back down to that 2650 real quick. $20,000 shares out there on the 22. That's probably that may be sellers. I don't know. Sellers getting in there, trying to break this thing on down. Daniel B, you're speaking out of anger right now. It's okay. It's okay, bro. It is okay. Just looking for this next trend. So we got a new high of day. Now, I'm not saying that this thing can't go up. Don't mistake that. I'm just saying in the time that I was looking for my play to play out, it did not happen. You know, later on today, next week, something like that, it could be sitting up at $30. I'm like, hey, Daniel B, you took that position. Great. You know, you played it long. 2747 is that high of day now. And we'll see if it can actually start forming a new trend and hold out of this old trend. 26, 27. NAVB, not doing much down there. ATER getting on down. Twitter. I'm gonna remove Twitter, man. I'm just tired of looking at it. Plug holding out of this previous little trend. Getting a little bounce there. Appreciate that one, life. The thing is, man, I know y'all got good ideas, and that's all we come to the market with is ideas. If my idea is wrong and I get bit, okay, we take losses. But I'm going to look at your idea. I'm going to listen to your idea and see what kind of theory that you have, because no matter what, we don't know whose idea is valid. I could be talking all kind of noise about this thing and it pops up to $50. And then Daniel B's like, hey, hey. So doesn't really matter at the end of the day. They're all just candles and ticks. Candles and ticks. Exactly, SB. One Life says he's out of ASUN. See, look at Plug getting back up there. Let me go to ASUN real quick. Plug pushing on back up there. One more again. That one got a nice little move out of there on ASUN. Picking up a little bit, getting back up to that flat top, pushing up there to the 2750. Held up that previous trend line, but still, I'm looking for it to solidify some type of pivot. If it can blow up here and start holding these levels, that would be great. Hold that 27.39 and start going higher. But I was definitely expecting those breaks to be a little bit more violent outward. One Life said he took $1.48 or 47 a share and then 130 a share on my position. Nice. Nice, nice, nice on Acon. This thing continues to test these highs though. It's just sitting right there under this level. This point, it would need to break down to 27.14 to show a little bit of weakness. But it's been strong up here. Look at the 4-hour chart on this one. Plug. 4-hour chart looks okay though. Big buy up from that 26.40. But still red on the 4-hour. For it to go green, it would need to get over the 27.72. Look at the daily chart as well. On plug. It's under the 200 moving average. The break point there is a 27.44, which it continues to kind of pause at, but it is green on the day now. That doesn't make any sense. How is it? Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I see now. Yeah. Pull back over that open. But yeah, it was pretty much the only thing that was given any kind of chances here. There's no way that their resistance is that strong. It's tested up here 1, 2, 3 times. There's no way it's not gonna blow through this thing. This is so much strength right here. And all it needs to do is pass the 27.44 to absolutely start exploding some short side of this thing. Does it need to do another low though? Form a new low. Wow. So that's another failure there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times it's been up to that level on the 5-minute. It's been up here 3 times on the 15 and like 1 time on the hour chart. So, oh well, it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. It did give opportunity in this dip though, from the 26 up. See, that's a dollar move just there to the high of day. So, I mean, that's still profit. And definitely from down here, 26.59 up here to 27.59. Okay, AXSM still playing around down here. Still not in love with that. It's just following the algo. Probably, I don't know. How easily manipulated is this thing? Does it and how correlated is it to the market? I wonder. I didn't even check that. Let's see. Let's see. 12% short float. The beta is 1.60, so it really doesn't care too much about the overall market. But there are some short entries. Let me go out here to here. Short percent float 12.88%. So that means for every 100 shares, there's 12 shares short. And the shares float is what, 508,000, wow, 508 million. So yeah, you can do the calculations. All right. I didn't even check that beforehand. Oh well. Yep, this one failed as well because it's already done 3 tests on the trend and it's just too strong. We'll see if we can find anything else. It is 10 o'clock my time. UPS. Plug going up there again to those highs, man. This thing is testing too much. It's literally testing too much now. So what's this low? 27.22. Continuing to test. It's got to blow this thing. It's got to. Do it. You better not pull back. 27.50 is where it needs to go. It's tested this thing multiple times. Just blow through it. There it is. Can we see those 40s come up here on the bid? 39s. Looking for the 40s. There's some 39s. Can we make the 30s disappear? It did hold out of both of these downtrends and created a higher low at the trend. But I just don't know about these breakouts. I don't want to buy breakouts on this thing. There's 40. Can we get those 44s? 44s will be breaking the previous high of, what was that, yesterday? Yeah, 2744 would be the breakout of yesterday, or not yesterday's high, but what's this date? April the 12th was a high made at the 2744. This is ridiculous. Ooh, I forgot to answer that question. Oh, well, I'll do that a little bit later. Beirut coming on down. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me read some of these. All right, SB, peace out. You say you gotta run into meeting BRB. The stream ends. Have a wonderful day. Appreciate that, SB. Um, let's see. Have a good day. Lawrence says, OMG, I am up 4K on my SWN position element. Laughing out loud. I forgot that I was even holding NG in my long position. Shaking my head. That's what happens when you're still holding free stocks from Weeble. When you didn't know. Yeah, that's always a blessing, right? Look over there and be like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, it's got to break now. It's played around too much. It's got to push the shorts out here. All it needs to do is break that 2744. 42s, 43, 44. Can we see the 45s? It's so close. Are the market makers playing psychological games here? I think so. Right at the high of the 12th. Will they allow it to break to get all of these positions up here that want to buy the breakout in so it can snatch down is the question. That's what we'll see if this thing is getting manipulated here. So 45, can we see it? 44s. 44. There's 46. Okay. Getting all these orders filled up here for the breakout. Are the market makers gonna attack right here, or does it want to continue to push for real? 2 cent breakout over the 45. Okay, there's some more volume coming in there, trying to get to the 2750. There's 2750 very quickly. Nice. So it is. They're coming in now. More volume, more liquidity getting sucked up here. Nice, nice, nice. So now previous high was the 2745, which is what it needs to hold over. 2745. I think too much. Oh man, nah man. All right. Nice little move there on plug. Finally did his breakout. Don't know if that's the end of his breakouts, the way it's been chopping around. May take his time and slowly go up. But it's needs to at least try to consolidate around this 27.45. Getting into those 60s. Nice. Yep, this is a grinder. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. All these failures here. I'm good, man. I was expecting this move right here. But because I saw that I wasn't sure, I went ahead and hopped out. I don't want to play with my mentality or play with my mental game, I guess. I don't know. Appreciate that one life. Oh man. All right. Well, look at Veru. Nope. So yeah, plug was the play on the day. Wait, what is SEV? SEV. Did anybody look at that? SEV low float looks like halted going up. Anybody check this one out? SEV. Let me see. Sono Group shares halted on circuit breaker. Why? Let's go look for some reasoning. All right, so it went from $4 up to $7. Let's see. Sono Group shares. Sympathy plays on Lion Electric Lightning e-motors. Normally considers low float. Okay. Delivered to several partners in Cyan production capacity secured full year 2021. Okay. So that one just popped in. And let me go and look at its float and everything. Okay. Statistics first. It's got 10 million shares in the float. Based out of Germany. Sono Group MV manufactures and sells electric cars with integrated solar cells, mobility services. The company offers bi-directional wall box, power to go technology, and variable battery solutions. It also develops an application that provides real-time vehicle data. The company was founded in 2012 and is based in Munich, Germany. Okay. So let's go see how y'all are operating. Definitely operating in the red. They got a lot of ENAs down here, not a lot of answered questions. I'll watch it, Sono. Wow, plug taking a little break there, but this is a slower mover, so when is this thing supposed to unhalt? Sell halted at 11:01. How long has this thing been halted? Okay, just opened up and crashing. Daily chart on sale looks absolutely disgusting. We can look at it over here. Had a nice little drop down. Just not looking good on a daily chart. Yeah, one life. Yeah, it's super easy sell. Literally, you could have pressed sell anywhere up here and made money. And they don't even have any kind of killer news. It's just a corporate update that is the news on it. Several projects for solar integration delivered between 2021. Signed a contract with years of experience. Signed a contract manufacturer with years of experience in production. Yeah. Well, that one's a crazy one. Already up to 10 million shares traded, up 61%. We shall see if anybody wants to play ball with it, but it needs to find some bottoms first. So I put my little support down here, $5. And I expect to see it down here like it by the end of the day, back to 5. Plug getting on up there to the 2770s. Yeah, that's a super. That's a nice little grinder up there, man. Almost a dollar move from the bottom. A little bit over a dollar. The SPY is still hammering up. All right, well, I'm not going to be taking any more trades today. I only took one, and it was like a break, a little bit. Wasn't really a red trade, but it was just a break even trade and jumped out. But yeah, let me see where my other trade is. Uroy at $4. I was looking to add to this thing. I'm down 17 cents on it right now. But this needs to come down some more. Why does plug still say I'm in it? Oh, I'm not in it. Okay. But yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and get on down and get to some work. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Be careful if you're planning on trading SEV. be extra careful. And I think, let me see if Ben's streaming here now. Okay. I don't see a stream. Okay. Maybe he's not streaming yet. Maybe he's coming in later. I don't know. But as for me, almost a no trade day. It was just a very small little minuscule trade. But yeah, saving the rest of the capital to play ball tomorrow. And as always, again, appreciate you guys for signing on. And I will see you in. You said Ben doesn't trade anymore. He got a new job, I heard. Nah, man. Ben, he's just being Ben, man. He's just being Ben. I'm sure he's watching this stream right now, just sitting in the comment section, just looking at us. But anyway, about to get on down. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.